welcome back to the channel. This is the Ian West Network, and today we're going to do a video on the Inspiroy, hope I said that right, h640p. Now this is a battery-free tablet, meaning it's a battery-free pen tablet. So when you plug this up to your computer, there is software that downloads because it does have app support, which I do show that in this video where you can calibrate the screen. But when it comes to, it is a plug-and-play device. No battery inside of it. Everything is USB powered, so you don't have to worry about the battery inside the pen itself. Everything is good to go. This is a drawing tablet for those that haven't figured it out from the thumbnail in the box. But from here, we're going to go ahead and show you how this thing works. We're going to do a little unboxing. Then I'll show you how it works on the actual Android tablets, Android phones. We're going to do a little application on the computer. I do not own Photoshop, so I was using alternative programs. So for those that are familiar with Photoshop, amongst other things, this tablet, you'll see how it operates. So far, I actually do like it. I will just say that right now, and I do actually like the tablet. It's the first kind of I've ever purchased, so I'm going to look into it more. I know they make some with the actual screen where you could draw and see the screen itself, which I'm thinking about purchasing those next. One of them for my personal self and just doing a review. Anyway, I talked enough. Here we are. So what I did do was the actual charger itself, I did take out of the box already. So this right here is a pretty, I can't really show you the video, but it's a pretty long cord. As you can see, it's folded. Tablet itself uses micro USB, while the other end is the typical USB-A. I believe that's what it's called. You do have attachments to this. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up this tablet and just show you what comes inside the box. You have the micro USB, which this tip you can plug into another device, a tablet or older phone, depending on what kind you have. It also comes with a USB-C. So you can just plug this, you attach this to the bottom of this cord right here that we have right here. I'm sorry, whoops, bounce it everywhere. And we attach it to the bottom of the cord, and you're actually able to use this with other devices, like tablets, phones, etc., etc. Here are your books. To be honest, this doesn't do a very good job of explaining anything in this tablet, to be honest with you. It's like a page. It's terrible, so I'm just going to put that to the side and get to the more important parts. So right here you have your pen, which it does have two buttons. I hear that some pens have a multi-function button or a pressure sensitive tip right here for erasing. This one doesn't. So I actually adjust these buttons to whatever it is that I want it to be in the settings. You are able to do that in the app itself, where I will show you how the app is set up for those that are interested. In addition to that, it comes with this guy right here. I can get it out of the box. There we go. So this doubles down as it has three functions. You can put your pen right here. As you can see, leave it on the desk. That's what you choose to do. At the bottom, if you follow the instructions, you can actually change the nib. We're going to call these nibs for right now. You put it in, you twist it. I'm not going to actually do it because I'm using this one currently. In addition to that, this twists off, and it has more of them in here. Now, these are interchangeable. Now, you may wonder, why does it have this, or what does this do for new viewers or someone new to the product? I had to figure it out myself. As you're drawing on the tablet, and I'll show you right here, as you're writing or drawing, whatever you're doing, on this tablet itself. Okay, as you're doing this, what happens is you can hear the scraping. If you can hear that noise of scraping, eventually this stylus tip will dull down, and you won't get the precise touches, you won't get the precise coloring that you used to have. So that's when you actually switch the nib points with this right here, which you can order more off of Amazon if you choose to. Remember, this tablet is, I believe, roughly $50 total. I believe I got it for, well, I didn't personally get it for $40. The gentleman named by Romanowski, he's part of the Fake Gamers, actually gave me this tablet. He did some realty work, I believe, with it. He had to do some edits, and he said he didn't really need it for anything. It was just for that one reason. He gave me this, said, you should definitely look into it as you do artwork, review, yada, yada, and here we are. So I do have to thank him for that. If you go to the fakegamerswebsite.com, what you're going to go ahead and see is Romanowski's name, along with, I believe it's King San, and the last person, Mr. X. Not sure if that's his name. He's still setting up his page. Hint, hint, get it done. But, we also do a podcast called Fake Gamers. We haven't quite set it up just yet, but it's getting there. And you also see me, the EOS Network, also, which I do, like I said, I do unboxings for anyone that doesn't know of different products, or just talk about tech talk or just things in general that are interesting in the tech space that do affect our lifestyles every day, or just interesting. So anyway, back to the tablet. Right here, I believe you have a lock key right here. It doesn't. What's odd is that this tablet doesn't actually. The instructions that came with it didn't actually tell me what this does. This lock key. I'm not too sure myself, to be honest. I hit the button and tried to write on it. I think it stops you from being able to write, like to protect the touch. I could be wrong, but I don't use it. I keep it down. I left it the way it was. I only use it for certain reasons. Now you do have 6 hotkeys. Now in the application, you do have the option to use the 6 touch keys to just kind of do shortcuts for whatever it is that you want to use it for. Now, do you physically need these buttons? Absolutely not. It's not a necessity to me because I'm the type of person where I have no issue just going to the bottom of the screen, changing the options as I go manually. That's how I've always been with everything that I use. So for those that are faster paced and are used to this type of technology, you do have your hotkeys. On the back, you have your texture rubberized grip. So if you're drawing and you slip or you're falling asleep or something happens, you won't mess up your work on the simple fact that this is slip proof. Let me put it down on a flat surface. You can see it and it won't move. My camera's moving because I'm using a little stand, but this won't move. So what else is there? Here. This is your micro USB that we talked about. It plugs into this. You plug it into any device. That's where it becomes a plug and play. Now, this part is very important for you guys to know, which I will go into detail more as I talk about it when I use it in tablet mode. But I want to show you so you can have a visualization of what it is that I'm talking about. So right here, let's say this is your pad, right? This is your pad. When you use this, you do have the option to certain applications might only use a section of the pad, like the middle. When using the Android tablet, you only get the middle of this pad, like a 30 or 40% of the, let's say 40% of the pad right here is used in tablet mode for the Android. While this part is worthless, this part over here is worthless. Just the middle works. Now, when you hover your pen over the tablet, you will see a little symbol letting you know that, hey, I can do edits and different things and where the symbol is. So when you use this with a tablet, unfortunately, you won't be able to actually adjust that because there's no tablet software. It's just plug and play. But what I did notice is that it did help me be more precise in the area that I wanted to. It took some getting used to. Wasn't too bad. But realistically, when you use this on a PC, you have the option to make this customizable where you can make the size of what you want. I use the whole thing naturally. Some people might use less because it's easier to navigate the screen back and forth. I have a 34-inch screen. So using this with a 27 or 24 or 19 or 22-inch screen was easier for me to use because my screen's curved. So it looked like my arm was moving a lot more than what it should have. But other than that, the tablet itself works perfectly fine. In this next section of the video, I'm going to go ahead and give you real actual footage of me using it. It'll be a screen recording on the PC in addition to the first one's going to be the phone. Second one's going to be PC. Then we're going to come back here for the final verdict so I can tell you, is the product worth purchasing? What we have here is going to be the section where you actually do your pen alignment. You have the option to do the pressure sensitivity to the pen itself, which allows you to well, you already know what pressure sensitivity is. What that basically means when you're writing with the pen itself. Remember, this isn't a real pen, like a pencil. So you're trying to basically do the pressure sensitivity to your drawing style so it feels more natural when you're doing not keystrokes, but strokes with the pen. What we also have here is the six hotkeys, as you can see. These are all basically, I was a little confused when I first saw this because this is my first drawing pad. But the hotkeys, you can basically just change them to whatever you want them to be. It doesn't necessarily affect your art itself. It's more so when it's plugged into your computer, you just have the options to use the tablet, do more multitasking with the tablet itself. As for the working area, and this is something that's very, very important, what we have here is basically when you look at the drawing pad, this is how the pad looks, as you can see. You have the option to customize the ratio of how much of the pad is being used. Me personally, I use full area. That way the entire pad is being used. So whether you're drawing a picture, doing some type of edits, or if you're just using the tablet to just scroll left and right, you are actually able to do that with the pen itself. So the software on this particular tablet isn't anything too amazing, but it is good enough where when you first buy the tablet, sometimes you have a smaller area where what's usable on the tablet itself. Also, we don't have the issue where, for those that are wondering, if you put your hand on the tablet, will it draw a picture? No, it won't. What'll happen is that you actually need to press your sensitive pen in order to actually pick up anything. And as you hover the pen over the screen, which I'm about to show you right here, this is me hovering the pen before I was using the mouse. As you can see, I'm going left and right. I don't have any issues whatsoever when it comes to what's the word we're looking for? Sorry, I don't have any issues whatsoever, no lag input or anything. It does take time to get used to. But what I also notice is as you're practicing with the tablet, don't look at the tablet. Make sure that you just get used to moving the pen around, especially if you're trying to be very precise on the type of work that you do. Again, I'm used to paper and pencil, so it didn't feel natural to me at first. I started just practicing over time, just getting used to the touches. Doesn't matter how great of an artist you are, if you aren't able to use this pen to your full capacity, then it is what it is. It will take time to get used to. But like I said, listen, sometimes you got to learn new things. As long as you're willing to learn it, you'll be perfectly fine and you shouldn't have any issues whatsoever. All right, so this is an application called Sketchbook, which is a 100% free app. I'm not sure they have a paid version or not, but this is a free application that you can use under Android device. This is an Android tablet. So like I discussed earlier in the video, only a section of the tablet, the middle section, as you can see, is usable. If you go too far over on a tablet, you won't be able to use it, and that's when it does those little skips that you see. Not to mention this isn't a high-end tablet. Let's keep in mind that this is a cheap LG tablet that I'm using. It does skip a little bit, so if you use a better device, whether it be a phone or a tablet, whether it's Apple or Android, you shouldn't have any issues with the actual performance. Also, your hotkeys, the 6 hotkeys on a tablet, in addition to the buttons, have no functionality while using it on a tablet mode. It's just, I'm sorry, while using it on a non-PC or Apple product, meaning computer product. If you talk about Android, no. iOS, no. You're not going to be able to touch the actual buttons. But that's fine, because to be honest, it still has the precision that I like. I'm going to show you right here. It still has decent precision. And of course, you do have the option to make different types of font, which we're about to go over in a moment. So let me just delete that. All right, so for right here, these are your pens. If you hit this menu button on the sketchpad, the sketchbook thing I told you about, the application, you have different pens that you can use. In addition to the different pens, when you go to settings, you have the option to change the size. So you can see this get thicker, thinner, based on your drawing style. So right now, what we're going to do is just walk you through this. These are your basics, your legacy, texture essentials. This is all stuff when you tap it, you can determine what you want to use. And it's really convenient. For me, I use mechanical pencils normally, so blending and shading is a real pain with mechanical pencils because of the precision of the pencil. Like, it doesn't really dull down compared to like a number 2 or a 2B, a 4A, or whatever those pens are called. Here we go, 4H, that's what I meant. So it does have your fine art with the 4H, the H, the F, the 2H for those that are really big into shading. Your traditional, you got your erasers, pens, ballpoints, felt tips, all types of different things that you have. You even have the soft airbrush. So for those that are into this type of thing, especially artwork, this actually is a really good application. Keep in mind, I am using this while using the tablet at the moment. So it feels very natural just swiping and scrolling. To be honest, this feels more natural than using your finger to tap the different types of pens, in my opinion. But again, try it for yourself and you'll definitely understand what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, it goes all the way down here. So there's many different options. In addition to that, you have the option to change font. You can also change the background color itself, as you can see. So You have many options to change different things on this tablet. Let me get that pencil mark out of there. There we go. So what I'm going to go ahead, oh, also, you can add photos right here if you want to edit something, or if you're doing a flyer, depending on what you want to do. You can edit different things, applications, pictures you already have, airbrush a person out of it if you need to. I am going to do an actual tutorial on how to do, as I learn on this tablet. I'm going to share what I learned on this channel. And eventually I'm going to do a tutorial how to kind of I want to use a real picture and I'm going to airbrush a person out of it. And it's actually really cool. I tried it. But this right here is just for educational purposes at the moment. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just do my logo while I'm talking to you guys. And just show you how some of, like, this is, I love this one. It's called Feathery. And this one, oops, actually, let me tap this right here, this little tablet thing you see right here. That takes away all the options so that you won't accidentally tap anything on your screen. Yeah, let me do my little logo real fast. I like Feathery. Now, I was going to use this as my actual logo originally, but I ended up going a different way. I said, nah, it's alright. I'll keep the original one. That's what people see when they subscribe, so let's leave it alone. So as you can see, my logo is on the bottom left-hand corner. That's the original one. I actually use this right here that's hovering. I'm sorry, not hovering. This little picture you see of the face, the blue face. This is the video recording. So that's what I use for my video. Very simple to use, very easy. I don't have any issues, any slip-ups. Like I said, you can change the background whenever you want to. Also, you do have the option to change the actual color of the pen itself. So you can change the pen, you can change the color of the background, you can change the color of the ink, different colors, whatever it is that you want to do. It is a really cool app for people that, again, Photoshop isn't everything. You don't have to necessarily pay whatever the price is for Creative Suite, if you ever heard of that. That's a lot of money. And not everyone just has the money to throw around. And sometimes you just want to create a logo. There's also applications for creating logos also, but we'll talk about that in another video. Also, I have to give a shout out. You know what? I already did that, but I'm going to do it again anyway. I kind of forgot. It crossed my mind. Romanowski for this tablet. Uh, I personally never thought about really. I thought about doing digital art, but I always found it to be too difficult to have to take a YouTube class, like go to school or take a class or a tutorial. I was just like, you know what, I'll just draw freehand. But after using this, it actually was extremely easy to learn how to do this. So for anyone that's new to the art game, um, don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. This is easy. It's very simple. If I can do it, anyone can do it. So that is the video tutorial for this one. Again, this book is called this application is called Sketchbook. Free application in the Play Store. I say definitely support that app. If there is a paid version, I'm going to go ahead and try it just to support the developer. But this is super, super cool. I definitely like it. And I can honestly say that I think that anyone who uses this will like it also. So let me go ahead and stop this video so we can go ahead and do the PC portion of this and then keep moving forward from there. If I can get this to work. There we go. All right, so now what we're actually going to do is use Microsoft Washboard, Microsoft Whiteboard, which is a free application that you can use for those, like I said, that don't have Photoshop or another editing software. This is the PC, by the way, just so you know. So as you see, I'm hovering. When I click on one of the buttons, actually, looks like the hotkeys actually changed. I do not like that at all. Anyway, let me pick this up, make it a little easier for me to use. Let's see right here. Yeah, got it. There we go. All right, so it does, to be honest, it does feel a lot more natural when using this connected to a PC. Because like I said, you have that entire area on the trackpad that you can actually use rather than a tablet you're only using a section. Now, if you refer back to the beginning of the video, I do explain this in detail just to be prepared. And this isn't something that is exclusive to this tablet alone. A lot of these tablets have this problem. There is one more thing that I needed to mention. When you use it in horizontal mode on the tablet itself, I did have an issue where when I turned it sideways, I was drawing in vertical mode. everything, the touch orientation worked just fine in vertical mode. But the moment I put the try to turn the Android tablet sideways, uh, it still thought that it was in vertical mode. So whenever I went up and down, it would go left and right. And you know, you do have to get used to that, or you're going to have to use an application that works properly with this type of pen pad. I'm still trying to troubleshoot that, but again, I don't intend on using this with a tablet. I intend on using this with a actual PC itself, or with a Windows PC, such as something like the what are those PC called? It's the I forget the name of the tablet. It's a Microsoft product, or Asus makes them. It's a Windows tablet. It's a tablet that has Windows software. So again, this application, like I said, is nothing special. But I will say that yes, the keystrokes feel much better on this one. It feels more natural. I don't know if you saw the other video that I made with the little face on it, but this one, the keystrokes feel much better, and I'm looking at a 34-inch monitor, so it feels much better too. But again, if you're planning on getting this for your PC, just make sure that you have some type of compatible software that has many options. Like Microsoft Whiteboard does not have the options to really change the font the same way that the application that I showed you did. You can change font, you can change colors, you shouldn't have any issues whatsoever, but this is a free application. So again, don't expect too much from a free application that Windows provides. Android, on the other hand, whenever I do pictures like my logo or different things, I use the Android tablet to practice so I can actually get used to it, because it gives me many more options. This is thick. I don't even have an option for a pencil necessarily in this program. I don't care for it too much. But I just wanted to show you guys, you know, now I can use the entire tablet itself when I stroke the pen across the screen, unlike the other one. But I will say that using the tablet connected to the Android device, it actually, I'm not going to say it taught me. I want to use a different word, but it disciplined me to use a smaller area to be able to draw and be a lot more precise in my pictures. So I will eventually release a tutorial that I did of a little picture and shading. I'm still working on it. Won't take probably like a 10-15 minute video tops. Nothing professional, but just to show newcomers, hey, you know what, I can draw. I know how to do this already, and it is an ideal tablet, especially for the price. I like it. It's my first kind, so you know I do intend on buying a tablet that actually has the picture in the tablet itself, where you can see everything you're doing and you don't have to look up at the screen at all. That is my goal, to purchase one of those, but that is a story for another time. And I guess I'll just give the final verdict of this product in a moment. All right, so this is the final verdict part of the video. I like it. I do like the tablet. Now, again, I believe the tablet is between $49 to $40 on Amazon. I did go to the website. I saw software for it. I didn't dive into the website too deeply. I didn't see this particular tablet. I know that they have different versions of it. I did see other tablets where it was an actual colored screen where you can actually draw your pictures and it'll show the visualization in the screen itself. That's the tablet I plan on getting next. I think I'll be a little bit more comfortable with that particular one, but I don't have an issue with this. And for someone that's new to this tablet, personally, I do suggest it because it's inexpensive. Same thing when I talk about certain phones and devices. You don't need $1,000 device when you have $5 skills. You know what I mean? Like you should. This is definitely good for an entry level tablet. We're going to use it like work. This is an entry level tablet. You can do just fine with this tablet. I've watched a few reviews on this just to get their opinion on longevity. Now, some people have said that their tablet broke after a month. Some people said they had it for years. So, and that's subjective. It depends on a person. It depends on how rough you are with your stuff. This inspiroy company, when I looked on their website, they've been out for a little while, and they're coming out with more and more in different tablets. So they must be reputable to a certain extent to someone, because they're still making products. I personally put my stamp on this on the simple fact that it's cheap, it's affordable. You're going to use this tablet. You're going to see the ins and outs. You're going to see what you do or don't like about it. We're all different. And then you're going to make an informed decision if you should get a better model. And that's what I suggest you do. You don't have to start off with a $100 tablet. Get this for 40 bucks, 50 bucks off of Amazon. Use it, see how you like it. I know there's other name brands out there. Personally, I'm not a name brand person unless it's a headset or some type of electronic where I know they're known for making this particular type of product well. Because this is uncharted territory for me, I'm perfectly fine with this tablet. Though I will say that eventually, I'm sure they make them under Bluetooth, and I don't really care for the cords too much. So I'm going to get another one that's fully Bluetooth if they make it. I have to research that. But again, I say buy it. It's 40 bucks, 50 bucks off Amazon. It varies. Sometimes they have fire sales, might be even cheaper. Again, I have to thank Romanowski for giving me this tablet so I could do a review. And moving forward in the future, I am going to practice on this bad boy. I already redid my YouTube face label. I know it doesn't seem like much, but the prior video, I did a little doodle real fast, and that was my Facebook logo. But with this tablet, I was able to change the colors, enhance it, make it darker, so you can actually see the guy picking his nose. But that is the video. So like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Let's talk about it in the comments section, and see you in the next one.